The next stage in the repeat, once you've got all your emblems ready, is actually to flip the repeat so that it wraps around. So you might want to do a few practices of this. So best to duplicate this layer, which is again Command J. And then where you'll go is Filter, Other, and Offset. So this is what you should get. So it might automatically do it for you, which you see things have moved. But you can actually have a play with these. The most important thing to do though is to click the shift button when you move them. This ensures that they do still retain their repeat dimensions, which you'll need to have. So if I click shift and horizontal, you might see there's a little bit of a line there. So that could have been the end of the print. So that's definitely a bit of a line. So we want to have that within view because we'll be covering it up. So it's a little bit more seamless. Also the vertical, we want to catch where there might be a bit of a gap in the vertical. So it actually all looks pretty good in the vertical. Can't pick anything up too much. I do know that this was near the top, so there is a bit of a line there, so I might just move a couple of things around. But yeah, make sure it says wrap around, and of course preview if you can't see it, and click OK. So here was my original, and this is my wrapped around. So I did notice here on this one that there are lots of small ones and there's lots of big ones at the top, so I might want to change that. So what I can do is use the clone tool. So clone, and again use your brackets up and down if you want to copy. If you want to increase the size of the copy, sorry. And say if I want to take this guy, no, say if I want to use this one, I will Alt and I'd click, and that would mean I have that area. So you can see that in my mouse that it's right there. So this is going to allow me to copy over that specific item. So there I've edited in the exact flower. So it is in the same direction, which you then can change later. But for now I'd probably worry about just changing a few items up, making sure that you cover over any straight lines. So we did have a straight line through there, so that one blocks that out a little bit. He's quite cute, so I might steal him. And there I've got two next to each other, so I probably don't want that. So I might pick up one by clicking on it and popping it down here. So it should be 100 and 100 for this particular print. And then I might add something else in there to replace it. So I might add a flower. So now it's a little bit more seamless. Probably want one other big flower, so I might copy that into another area. And and I might use this guy. Now if I want to change the direction of this flower, because it's a bit obvious, then what I might do is use the lasso tool and I might duplicate it, so Command J, and then if I go back in here, I might want to fill that area first with the bottom layer. So I'd click the bottom layer, bucket tool, which is in here. The shortcut is G. And, oh, actually no, that wouldn't work because it's not a flat color. I would want to click, so let me try that again. So I would select an area which I want to change. I choose my color with my eye, which is my picking up color tool, I guess. And that makes my color as a default. And then what I'll do is I'll click Alt Delete. Oh, there you go. It did work. I didn't think it worked because I had it copied, but there you can see on that layer it did actually work. And then because I've copied it, I can transform and add in that flower. So now it doesn't look like it's completely copied over. So I can merge those two layers together. And that is my example of my repeat. So you'll be able to see on the edge there, that flips all the way around there. This guy will flip there. That leaf is then copied down. Same with the flower. So it's repeating really nicely. So that's ready to go to the printers. So I'm going to show you one more step in terms of just taking your print to the next level and giving more of a digital edge. So you'll be able to see that in the next video.